Hey guys, it's Natalie. It's really, really hot and humid today in San Francisco, so if I look like I'm sweating and my mohawk is very droopy, it is because my mohawk is feeling the weight of the humidity today. Today we are back to book series for Everybody Beautiful. Today is week 4, episode 4. And so today I'm talking about classifying behaviors and food and why saying that food and like exercise are good or bad and why that hurts us and how we can start to sort of change the language around that. But first I want to tell you guys a little story. So yesterday I was at Euphoria Studios. I was partnering with them for Body Positivity Week, and they had this really cool thing called an intention flag. And so you write down your intentions for taking care of yourself and for being kind to yourself. And so I wrote down my intentions, and my intentions were, I intend to be more forgiving of myself. I intend to use health and exercise, food and exercise to take good care of my body. And then I thought, you know, I intend to drink champagne. So today I've brought champagne because I want to stay true to my intentions. And there's no better way to spend a Thursday afternoon than drinking rosé, as you all probably know. And then as you all also probably know, I'm a big fan of gummy bears. So I've got my champagne. Oh, that's not enough. That's not enough champagne. We need some more champagne for this conversation. So more champagne. And then also I've got my gummy bears, which are all natural, organic. Thanks, Trader Joe's. All right, so I've got those. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to me, Thursday. So let's start this conversation. Okay, so talking about food and exercise as bad things or good things. I cannot count how many times in my life I have said like, oh, it was so bad, I had French fries, or I was really good today, I stuck totally to like my plan, and I was really good this week, I did all of my workouts. And I also can't count how many times in my life I have been eating like a cookie knowing that it wasn't part of my plan, and I just was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna have the entire fucking box of cookies then because I've completely failed. I've had this one cookie. Also, Kimmy says that she could use some champagne at work right now. All right, cheers to you, Kimmy. Here, this one's for you. But yeah, it's like you eat one cookie and then you're a failure because you weren't supposed to eat that cookie because cookies are bad. So I've done that before, or I've like started my week off bad with sort of a lame workout, and then I think to myself, oh, I am not gonna do good workouts the rest of this week, and so the whole week is shit. I eat crap and I don't work out well, and I'm beating myself up the whole time because I failed one time at one thing, and it's not even really a failure, but I've been made to feel that way. Oh, cheers. Cheers to you, Patrick. Here you are. I should just always drink champagne during my videos, you guys. This is fantastic. And so I'm wondering how many of you guys also have done that in the past where you've eaten something that you have been told is junk food or that is not good food, and so then you end up eating all of the food, or you end up beating yourself up about it, or it ends up leading to like more and more unhealthy behavior, or basically any when I say unhealthy behavior, I mean like behavior that you feel like is sort of a punishment to yourself, or that doesn't make you feel good. Sorry, it's like super hot in the gym today, so I've got my sweat towel over here. Facebook Live for real, y'all. All right. So just talking about that, we tend to classify these behaviors. You know, like going to a spin class is good. Eating vegetables is good. You know, completing all of your workouts for the week is good. Going out to a restaurant and only ordering like grilled chicken breast and vegetables is good. But eating French fries is bad. Having to stop your workout because you were really low on energy that day is bad. Going to a social event and not having super healthy options, so you have to make do, like, that's bad because it wasn't on your plan. Like, let's stop classifying these behaviors. Food doesn't have morals. Eating food doesn't make you a bad person. Missing your workout doesn't make you a bad person. So, like, let's stop doing that. Also, let's have a gummy bear. All right? Because gummy bears are not bad. Gummy bears are fabulous. And so, what I see with a lot of friends and a lot of clients is that they'll be doing really well. They'll be super motivated. They'll be like they'll go through periods where they're like, I'm doing all my workouts, I'm eating really healthy, I'm feeling great, I'm making a lot of progress, whatever progress means to them. And then they'll have a bad week, and then they're like, fuck it all goes out the window. And then they just sort of like spiral out of control. They start not taking good care of themselves. They start being really, really hard on themselves and unforgiving. And that's not healthy either. So it's not healthy to be super extreme and then beat yourself up when you're not perfect. That doesn't really get you anywhere. And I'm curious, you guys, like, honestly, what are your thoughts on this? If your behaviors are always perfect, like let's say perfect is always doing your workouts, always eating exactly what you know you're supposed to eat, not having any cheat meals, counting your calories, constantly like beating yourself up if you do have something unhealthy and trying to make up for that. If you constantly engage in those like perfectionist behaviors, what happens then? What then? Like, do you magically live your life happily ever after? Does everything in your life fall into place because you ate and worked out perfectly and did all the things you're supposed to do? I don't know, I'm just saying, like, probably not. So let's have another glass of champagne. We're not a glass of sip. I'm still at work. I'm still at work, people. Calm down. Okay. But like, what happens to your life if you do indulge in that? What happens if I have another gummy bear? I don't lose my job. It doesn't make me a bad personal trainer. It doesn't make it doesn't mean all my relationships fail. It means I had a gummy bear and it's not the end of the world. I love gummy bears. I love them. They are the shit. So if you want to have a gummy bear, have a gummy bear. All right, moving on. I just want you guys to consider that though. If you feel like you fail in your healthy behaviors versus if you are perfect at them, what happens then? You don't win a prize. Do you get a promotion at your job? Do you get more love from people that you connect with? Probably not, okay? So don't put so much pressure on yourself. All right, so actions that we can take. First off, let's stop categorizing food and behaviors as good and bad. Let's instead think about, how does eating this certain food, how does working out make me feel? Does this exercise make me feel good about myself? Does that workout make me feel empowered? Do I feel strong afterwards? Do I not like going to that specific gym? Did I feel really bad after that workout? Did I injure myself? All those memes out there that say like, no workout is a bad workout, or like the only workout that is bad is the one you didn't do. That's not true. That puts a lot of shame on you, and you don't need that in your life. We don't need shame in our lives. So think about, how does it make you feel? How does eating this food make me feel? Do I feel gross after I eat this food? Do I feel energized after eating this food? Because that's your answer as to what you can and should be putting in your body, is how does it make you feel, not how do other people in society tell you that it should make you feel. All right. Also, are you making this choice for yourself or for others? Are you exercising today because you love to move and it makes you feel good, or are you exercising because you feel like you have to look a specific way for this event, that you have to fit into this certain size dress, that you have to be a certain shape for this wedding or this vacation or this event? Like, are you doing these actions for yourself, or are you doing them for other people and because the pressures that other people and that society put on you? Excuse me, champagne burp. Ah! Okay. Next, ask yourself, how are you going to feel after you make this choice? So I made a decision today that I wanted gummy bears and champagne because I know that I'm going to feel good after this choice. I'm not going to go out and eat a bunch of french fries today because I don't feel like having a bunch of french fries and then training all of my clients afterwards. That doesn't feel good to me, but this does, so that's what I'm going to do. And at this point in your life, you've probably tried enough food and tried enough workouts where you know like what feels good to your body and your soul and your brain and what doesn't. So make choices around health and fitness and food based on how you know it'll make you feel. And if something's new to you, try it, and then like, you know, mentally document how it makes you feel. Track how you're feeling after that food or that exercise. Also, another really important thing to ask yourself, are you gonna punish yourself for making this choice, or is this choice actually in itself a punishment? Are you working out to punish yourself for eating something? Or are you working out because like you're so excited to move and it feels so good to move your body? I personally love movement. If I don't get to move during the day, I feel like a part of my soul is missing. I just love moving, whether that's dancing or walking or getting into the gym, whatever it is, I just love moving my body and just like feeling my limbs going. So yeah, ask yourself, are you gonna punish or reward yourself after this action? Or is it just gonna be another part of your day? Did you have a cheeseburger? Cool, it was just a cheeseburger. It doesn't mean you are a failure at life. And then the other question that you would ask yourself is, in this moment, is there a better choice that I can make for myself? If you're sitting in a restaurant and you're like, well, I really wanna eat this pizza, but I know that I should have the salad, I can't tell you which one is gonna be a better choice for you because that's a decision you have to make on your own. And on one day, the pizza might be the right choice, and on one day, the salad might be the right choice. And like those are just examples of food. One is not good and one is not necessarily bad. Like food doesn't have morals and values. So make the decision that feels like it is the right decision to make for you that day in that moment. And if you feel like this isn't gonna make me feel good, then maybe that's not the right decision for you. Do the one that feels best for you. All right, finally, another sip of champagne. Let's have a little bit more champagne too. This champagne cup is getting small, so we need a little bit more. Cheers to you, everyone. The last thing I want to throw out there is to fitness professionals. A lot of times our clients come up to us and they want to like work almost like we almost provide this confessional atmosphere, I feel like, to a lot of people where they're like, I have to tell you, I had chocolate cake last week, or I have to tell you, like, I didn't do any of my workouts last week. And it's sort of like if they tell you that they committed this terrible act that you can absolve them from their sins or whatever. And I really try and brush off those comments. It's not a big deal. I have weeks where I can't work out. These last 2 weeks I was moving and I didn't have time for a lot of workouts, and I was really bummed about it because I love to work out, but I really tried to go easy on myself and forgive myself for not being able to get into the gym as much as I would like to. Even though I work in a gym. I literally work in a gym and I didn't have time for workouts. Some weeks are just like that. But clients come in and they tell you, I felt bad about this, I was really bad, or I was really good. And so fitness professionals, I really encourage you to redefine the standard of how you're talking to your clients. Try not to tell them like, this was bad, oh congratulations, you did really well, you behaved, or you need to work harder next week to make up for this. Try not to classify those behaviors. It doesn't mean that your client has failed. It doesn't mean that they've necessarily succeeded either. Like, it's just life. We're all humans. We do both bad and good things every day, all day long. And so let's try and change the dynamic that we use to discuss with our clients. That's another way that fitness professionals can move towards making fitness more body positive and more accepting. All right, guys. I'm gonna have one more cheers to you, which, let's be honest, it's kind of a cheers to myself. One more gummy bear. There you go. I wish you all the wonderfulness in the world for the rest of this Thursday. I'm gonna go do a couple of meetings and train some more clients after my champagne. And I hope that they really especially enjoy their sessions today. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave your comments down below or message me privately. That's totally fine too. Just if you've had any experiences with classifying food and behaviors, or if you have any thoughts on it. Cool. All right, guys, have a great day.